I'm very sorry that I haven't put out a video in about a week now, particularly on this like MVP series. Reason for that is I was unfortunately quite unwell. It wasn't coronavirus, luckily, but I had like a really, really bad stomach and like just any liquids that I was consuming, let's just say like my body was just rejecting. Um, like just refusing to absorb. So I spent like a week in like quite bad dehydration, and I was going to be like hospitalized at one point to have water, yeah, like injected into me. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and I'm now like 80% better. But that's I haven't got the camera on yet because I'm still recovering. But we have like some really good news today that I wanted to share. And I have wanted to share this for a few days now. So on the MVP, we've actually now got an MVP in place. I'm genuinely thrilled to say my co-founder Frank has been working really, like he's actually done like a fantastic job. I'm genuinely very impressed in the amount of time that we've invested in this, how far the tool has actually come. So yeah, I really couldn't be more happy, and I'm really excited to see where the tool actually goes. Um, so like a couple of things that have been done just to like tick those off is I've now set up a limited company. Um, the limited company I went for is just a UK based company. Generally, I set up my companies within the UK. Frank is also based in the UK currently, although he's originally from Germany. Um, but like the UK is good for a number of different reasons. Like it's really well supported in terms of for small business like payment gateways. It's easy to set up a business bank account, and just like all those sorts of things have really done quite well for you. It takes like 24 hours to get a business account and costs about £40, which is like $50. So it's not a big expense. Um, Taxes, there are definitely better options, but to pay like 20% tax, it's reasonable. Like in the US, it's much higher. In Sweden and Norway, it's just ridiculous. It's about 50%. So like the UK in general is like quite a good place to start a company, in my opinion. And then as you scale up and you have more like revenue, once you start looking into like a few million, you might want to look into like some other alternatives. I have got offshore companies in Seychelles for some of my other businesses, but for like MVP, you don't have to worry about all of that stuff. Just go with like an easy company where you're not paying huge amounts of tax, and there's not and there's a lot of like business support in terms of payment gateways, bank accounts to open up, and everything like that. So in that case, the UK is a really good option. So the company is now set up, so that's now officially launched, and I've also bought a domain, um, although it's not linked to anything currently, linked Boost. And but when that is done, I will go ahead and redirect to sorry, it's .co. That's why. Yeah, I'll go ahead and redirect to our Chrome plugin. So the tool is I think I mentioned this before, but if I didn't, I'll just go over it again. It's a Chrome web store plugin. So I've never actually built one of these before. I've released a very simple one, but it was just a byproduct of something else I was building. But this entire SaaS is actually based on this platform. There's a number of reasons that we chose to do this. One is that there's a lot of search traffic for LinkedIn within Chrome Web Store. For like, if anyone doesn't know, like Linked Helper, I was actually one of the really early users, and back when Alex was building it, and he ended up getting about 60,000 users, paying users, just from traffic from here. So it's a really underutilized way of acquiring users. So I just thought, like, why not just give it a go? And unfortunately, we're waiting for approval on our tool. It's called Linked Boost, so you can't actually install it from here yet, which would be like really nice because it makes it a lot more simple. But if you are interested in using it, I'll put a link in the description below, and you can just download the file. And then if in Chrome, you just go into more tools, extensions, make sure you've got developer mode turned on, and you would just drag the file here, and then it's going to appear looking like this, called Linked Boost. So what Linked Boost will actually do is it's designed to promote your LinkedIn content for you. So we do that by having real people in like networks or like engagement groups. So we could have like within Linked Boost, we could have a group of like growth hackers, a group of SaaS founders, a group of like, I don't know, even like recruitment agents, of software developers, and you could go and join in these groups and be approved to join. And then you would go and promote your content within that group, and any member of that group will automatically like your content. This is the software and system that we've built. So you would, let's say like you've written an article and you've just posted it on LinkedIn, an article for like SaaS founders. You could go and like find all of our groups related to SaaS and growth hacking and marketing and automation and all things like that, and go and promote your LinkedIn post or article within those groups, and then you're going to get like hundreds of likes basically. You're just going to have people liking and commenting on your post. But the most important thing is the people liking and commenting, they're going to be within your target audience. So it's then going to be shared out to their network, because that's how LinkedIn works. And you're going to have like a sort of snowball effect in terms of like virality. So we're really trying to make that like accessible for everyone. So I'll just give like a quick run through of the platform. This is a very silly example, but let's say I shared like a YouTube video on LinkedIn, which I don't recommend doing. You should generally share natively video content, but anyway. And let's put a few hashtags in there, because this is the other thing that you'll benefit from, is you'll actually rank for hashtags. SaaS is a good one. SaaS marketing is a good one. B2B, lean, MVP. And then if I go ahead and post it, so you're just going to post it as normal. And the only difference now is I'm going to copy a link to the post, open up Linked Booster, submit a post for likes. If I enter it here, I can then choose, do I want to like the post myself? In this case, I don't want to. And I can then click early birds. And now there are 4 people who are going to like my post, and we've got a nice little animation so you can see exactly what's happening. Frank has honestly done an awesome job on this. We actually met via my YouTube channel, which is really interesting. He reached out to me to potentially collaborate, and he's a really interesting guy. I like him a lot. And he's really done a terrific job on this. I've literally been in bed recovering all week, and he's managed to put together this MVP very, very quickly. And it's awesome. It functions really, really well. So I can just close our plugin here. Those likes are just going to keep coming through. I think it does about one every probably 40 seconds on average, I would say. So then if I actually come down to view my recent posts, so yeah, as you can see, we've now got 4 different likes. So there's Frank, he's obviously a member of the community. So yeah, we've received the likes. So as we continue to grow this, the user base, you're going to find that you'll be able to get like thousands and thousands of likes. And this is just like really early MVP stage. Really, we're just doing it on like an invite only for people that we want within the community. But once we surpass like the 100 users mark, really, we're just trying to get like feedback from people at the moment. And once we surpass like the 100 active users mark, I will keep continuing to work on growth. At that point, Frank will constantly be implementing like any bug fixes if there are any. I've not come across any at all, but if something does arise, he'll be fixing that. And then we'll be moving into like having all of the separate groups in place. So yeah, I hope that that makes sense and gives like a quick idea of like where where we're at currently on this journey. So now, like, things start to get really interesting. I think I am going to start with a little bit of marketing, but the only issue I have is that there's like a bit of friction caused, because it would be much easier to just be able to direct people to the Chrome Web Store to a link that they can just in one click do like add to Chrome, rather than like the drag and drop scenario does cause a bit of friction. But I'm always up for a challenge. So let me see if I can get some like initial people on board. I'll like record the marketing that we're doing. Um, I have some like, yeah, quite interesting ideas on how we can go about this. But yeah, I just wanted to give like a little update on where we're at, and apologize for the lack of videos. So any questions, please like leave a comment below. I'm always more than happy to help. Other than that, I hope everyone's been like really safe, and as well as like friends and family is staying safe in these strange times. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll leave a link in the description below for where you can download the plugin and play around with it yourself. It's completely free to use. Any feedback, I'd really appreciate it. Take care and have a great day.